Sir, yesterday was a good day. I mean, it depends on what club you support. Yeah, it was a good day. Shall they pay me say, but why you know remain? I'm not gonna lie you. But why? But why? But why? Well, life goes on. On the menu today, the Ghana Premier League season, the Bet Power Ghana Premier League has been launched. We'll be talking about that. Ampim Dakwan ladies. They, all the way in Cote d'Ivoire, looking to go into that CAF Women's Champions League. Of course, we'll talk about transfer deadline day, all the big deals. Who or which club enjoyed the best transfer window? Which club enjoyed the worst transfer window? Who is your transfer or who's your signing of the window? And which player got away from your club? It's a big game this weekend as well. Big game. Yeah, Charlie. It is the litmus test for Arsenal and Arteta. They have a 100% record in the league. United say they are the new informed team. They will put the brakes on Arsenal. We'll see about that. I also have tickets here, VIP tickets actually, for the World Cup Trophy Tour. The World Cup is arriving tomorrow. On Sunday, it will be at the Polo Court. Yeah, so if you want to go and have a look, go and take pictures, meet a few of the big boys from FIFA and, the World Cup, just pass by. The rabbi will be there. Yeah, so you can meet the rabbi and do a little meet and greet, I'll be giving away some of those tickets on the show for those who text in, those who tweet at us and all of that. So stand by for that. You can get to us via text, WhatsApp, and Telegram. 0549986996. 0549986996. You can also get to me at Benjamin Nketsia. Use the hashtag Citi Sports, hashtag Sports Panorama. We are ready to get into the action. The rabbi is here. Rabbi, you know how we do our things over here.
How you was about?
How?
What by what ba?
How?
What by what ba? What can she that you know? One double shin. What can men so one imaswa? Namaswa. What ko bele ache o manje yeli aba. No ba le no ba. Gama mu fe. Ke Ghana ma mu fe bo what way? Efia e wo. Bi eje na techi. Bi eje na afen o bi a. Bi eje na bo what way. Won wo ba le wo ba. Bele mo da. No bele wo jom. Won wo o be a me. Ya do kwale me. Ya Yesu ba me. Amen.
Amen. Charlie, I like how Daniel says Gama Mufe. Oh, Charlie.
Now you understand that,
Charlie.
Gama Mufe.
The whole.
Oh,
Charlie. Show proudly brought to us by Betway. Betway says you should feel the thrill of the new season with Betway's latest promotion. Beat the odds this season and you could win a share of 3 million cedis in prizes, including a trip to Qatar and fuel vouchers. You could even walk away with the grand prize of 250,000 Ghana cedis in cash. A Kosu or Betway. Enter today at betway.com.gh, regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana, no under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway, for the love of the game. Show also brought to us by Good Day Energy Drink. Rabbi, let me start off with you before we even talk anything. Let's start off from where the action is hot today. The action is hot. We'll get to the Premier League. We'll preview that game specially because you have been talking for the last 2 weeks that you are the one to put the brakes on Arsenal.
sharp. No lamele.
Egba. Oh, Charlie. Let's discuss that transfer window that happened yesterday. Deadline day was yesterday. Some very interesting moves. Your own team, you say that your team did good business. So you are not worried that your club didn't sign any players. But, I mean, overall, first of all, what did you make of the deadline day itself and then the transfer window in general?
Look, to be honest with you, like always, deadline day is full of surprises excitement, very interesting moves. And yesterday didn't disappoint at all because at the end of the day, if you look at teams struggling, crumbling, just to make sure that they seal whatever potholes they had in their team. For example, Liverpool, everybody knew that they needed to bring in a midfielder. Jurgen Klopp was a bit stubborn. For him to have had humble pie, at least I thought Koranteng would have brought some pie for Nketsia to chop. For him to have... So, for him to have finally said, look,
The meat pie was tasty the last time.
if I don't go and get myself a midfielder, by the time Thiago and Co comes back, the league would have been out of reach. Already, I don't see how Man City or Arsenal, maybe Arsenal, yes, they will start dropping points from Sunday. But Liverpool had to solve a problem. They did. Look at Chelsea. They've clearly come to accept the fact that that midfield needed somebody of a powerhouse mentality. So they went in and got Zakaria. Again, I have said severally on this program, on Scorecard, like if Chelsea does not go into the market to get a renowned, established goal scorer, they should forget about anything top four.
Forget it.
Forget it. Forget it.
Oh, Charlie.
They should forget about anything top four. And yesterday, if you saw the pressure, the intensity, the desire, the willingness to go all out and make sure that they get a strike. And look at who they've gone for. They didn't just go for anything. They went for an established goal scorer, somebody who knows how to put the ball in the back of the net.
What?
But my only problem, no more, I'm telling them today, they just said they have given to
Just say no. Just say no. Yeah, just you. Just say no. Just say no.
just say na me ka Obama ya.
Haina. Oh,
Me wa mention.
mention.
Waka attention on aga mila. Oh na pole machine gaja. Oh the ba Obama ya. Hey.
Oh, but coach, this matter, see, you are saying it like a joke, but it's not a joke.
No more me.
See,
They don't even
I
need
said
to-
I have seen people come into the league.
Haina.
Torres took number 9, right?
He did.
See, you remember Torres?
Yes.
Torres could get a ball in the 6-yard box, empty, like point blank range.
Dribble
He will kick the ball against the post.
Look, I remember United Chelsea. He went past everybody. He dribbled everything.
Yeah.
Empty net.
Out.
Over the
I
bar.
have a story about that day. So I was visiting at SOS and we used to watch football in the common room. And once he's rounded the keeper, everyone started shouting, "Go!" Oh yeah, this.
It could be that could be Aubameyang's story.
I mean, I'm telling them.
Morata.
Morata. Hernan Crespo. You see,
Falcao.
I can
These are
give them-
legendary
you see,
strikers.
That jersey is somewhere in Cote d'Ivoire.
Where in Cote d'Ivoire? Yamoussoukro or
I'm telling
Abidjan?
you, that jersey
Somewhere.
is in between a very metallic
Ouch.
padlock.
Ow, Haina.
Somewhere in Cote d'Ivoire.
Unlucky Jesse.
Look, jersey na ke kladowa. Already kladowa. Ake kladowa emuna. Ni heni aya che jersey phone. I'm telling you on this. So to all the Chelsea people out there, I am saying you have bought an established, renowned goal scorer.
But they just
But the number 9 that you've given to him, no more.
trouble.
That is where the problem is. They shouldn't say I shouldn't tell. I didn't tell them. They shouldn't come back and say coach didn't tell us anything.
Higuain is part.
Look.
Higuain.
No more. I'm telling you.
The
honestly.
change is, and if you realize, all legendary strikers.
telling
Oh,
you.
And
Established.
and you see, Drogba didn't congratulate Higuain when he signed for Chelsea. He didn't like the idea Hernan Crespo signed for Chelsea. He didn't like the idea that Fernando Torres did. Look, I'm telling you honestly. But he's congratulated Aubameyang. But you should have told him, no more that jersey. I have done something to that jersey number.
Coach, relax. The people are saying something.
What are they saying?
They say Aubameyang also comes from Gabon,
Oh, no more.
where they also mix their own concussions.
Gabon, they've not
So
even
maybe
played in
finally-
the, they've not even played in the semi-finals of even AFCON. Look, In
You don't believe in
Ghana,
Aubameyang's concoctions?
Eko fe eko. Eko fe eko.
You mean metal pass metal?
That is what I'm
some
talking
man
about.
pass some man.
So I'm saying that they needed to address that striking role. They did exactly that. I was so happy when I saw the move and the man tweeted, I have some unfinished business. But, B-U-T.
Number. Ouch, Ale.
That is what they have not done well. So I've told them, we'll be here, we'll be in this studio, and we'll be talking about Aubameyang. I want him to succeed, but in case, I'll refer them to what happened in Cote d'Ivoire. In the deep sea of Cote d'Ivoire.
There's a jersey hidden there.
They can go and identify that jersey and pull it out and open the padlock. Then Aubameyang is free to go. But until that, they shouldn't say I didn't tell them. I know what I'm standing on. I know where I've gotten this information from. I've been saying this for years. When Higuain came, I said it. Lukaku came, he took the mana. I said, there's a problem. He didn't listen. We all saw the outcome.
Yeah.
I pray God. You are Jomo Aubameyang. If you're enough for just there, you are me fight. You are me fight. But then to better more clad. So they know that I have prayed for him. Hopefully my prayers will do the trick. Amen.
Amen.
And then finally, my Manchester United didn't do anything superb on deadline day, but I'm so terribly disappointed that still Phil Jones.
Phil Jones.
No more.
Coach, there's cash.
No, but they should. He's had enough.
But that's see,
Me and Nketsia for no work done.
Phil Jones is literally living the luxury life. Like almost £100,000 per week.
For no work done. He's been at United for 10 years.
The funny thing
Bradley,
is
is it not 10 years?
There was an interview where he said that he doesn't mind when people say these things about him because they don't know anything about him.
You remember there was a day, Ferdinand, hardly would you see your fellow player or somebody who played with you, your teammate, or your former teammate. Ferdinand said he should have been long gone. And most people came for that. Ferdinand shouldn't have said. But that is the fact.
People don't like the truth.
No, you need free. No free. Jale da free. Instead of him focusing on football, he's focused doing something else. When you go when you need to watch it, what you go get to watch it, Phil Jones, no look, I'm terribly disappointed, to be honest with you. Phil Jones should have left United.
I think they should have reached at least they should have reached a mutual termination with him.
That's the word, mutual.
Because there's no value.
You can't force him out of the club.
No, but there's no value on him.
No, but coach, if you were Phil Jones and you were collecting £100,000 a week, will you agree to terminate your contract?
My instinct, the guilt. You see, but now he should be feeling guilty. I'm telling you honestly.
£100,000 a week
For
guilty.
United,
Cash?
and you cannot come onto the field.
Yeah.
Look at this Malasia small boy. Look at the
Malasia
boy. Small boy. Ne. Look at me. Come on, Phil Jones, your teammate is what? Chris Smalley. Where is Smalley? At least go to Italy or somewhere, go and take some small euros and come home.
And yet by force.
If by now, 100,000 for like 6 years. For
United really have money. I always say United really have money.
Coach always
there's
says
cash.
it. There's cash.
There's cash. You chop, I don't finish, so you keep chopping.
Liverpool have their own version in
Look.
Oxlade Chamberlain, but that's
only-
another day.
That is my only disappointment about United. I thought even on deadline day, all they needed to do was to move Phil Jones, moving on. Or let's come the breaking news: United and Phil Jones mutually agree to terminate contract.
Yeah.
Then we'll go and sleep. That money could have been spent on something else.
True.
We could have put that money together and go and tell Frankie de Jong, take and come. We'll pay the salary. You will add Phil Jones's salary to your own. Just come. Leave the 70 million and come and chop. That was my only disappointment. But on the whole, I think everything is now set in Nketsia.
Yeah. We mean team now set.
No excuse from any team. Man City, no excuse. Arsenal, no excuse. Liverpool, no excuse.
Liverpool don't have an
no
excuse?
They don't have excuse for the way. Where is the excuse supposed to come from?
Injuries. They've been plagued by injuries.
No, that's what injuries there. You don't say that's why a team like
That's
Liverpool
why squads
you have
plan.
depth.
There's planning.
There's
That's
planning. If you've not planned, you are dependent on
As they
having
always say,
players.
when you fail to plan,
You plan to fail. So as for Liverpool, no excuse. Tottenham, no excuse. All of them, no excuse. So from now on, I think now that the transfer window is shut, every team will now focus till we get to January. So I'm ready. We are all ready to continue from tomorrow morning.
So talk to me about Chelsea, right? They've spent more money in this window than every other club. They spent in excess of 250 million pounds just this window alone. If Chelsea fail to get a win against West Ham tomorrow, should they consider firing Thomas Tuchel? Because I've started hearing the calls.
oh no, they should have been considering it for a while, and not because I said it before and I'll say it again. Chelsea are a team that, from what we know, they should be challenging for the title. When was the last time Chelsea challenged for the title? It's been years. So on that front alone, he's failing. The only grace I can give him is that he has a good record in cup competitions. He's gotten to a number of finals. He's lost them, fine. But it shows that there's some consistency there. So my thing is that if he can't get them at least within 10 points of Man City this season, he should go.
Look, there's a Chelsea supporter who agrees with what I'm saying. If you look at the text message, what?
Let me get to the message box now that you're on that tangent. Let me see what's going on there. This one here says, Ben, what coach is saying is true. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I've always believed that number 9 jersey is under the sea in Ivory Coast. Very, very with the ball. Charlie, you people like misbehaving on the show. Austin, from Ashama, please do send your full name. Send your full name so that if I want to give you a ticket to the World Cup trophy tour on Sunday, I know exactly who I'm giving the ticket to. So don't send just your first name. Don't tell me that your name is Bedroom Maestro. Send me your proper name and stop misbehaving.
Don't say your guy name.
You can add AKA.
Yeah, Charlie.
Read the AKA.
There's a guy called Abensu. Behave yourself over there.
You should bring his real name.
You know the crazy thing? These people have the nicest names when they tell you that this is my name. Send your proper name. Austin from Ashama says, Sammy Abraham did well with the number 9 on his back. Toto Alote was blind to see it. On Sunday, we humble Arsenal. In fact,
that one, Oluwa Tobi, Oluwa Tami.
You see, but even when Tammy was doing well, people swore that he was bad. That's the case of the number 9 shirt.
If
He-
Tammy was doing well, they wouldn't have sold.
That one is not true.
Well,
He was your top scorer 2 seasons in a row.
This is it's called surface analysis.
Top scorer
It's
2
true.
seasons.
Let's.
What's his job?
Wasn't
score
wasn't
goals.
Lukaku top scorer for Chelsea last season?
Yes.
He was.
Did he have a good season?
Well, we'll
There's
come back
more
to that.
chances he gets.
Let me read a few more messages. Kwame Tima or Timer, I think that's the name is, from Awoshi. Says, how can the match be a litmus test for the one on top of the table against the one who is now finding his feet? In the last 3 or so years, Arsenal have taken at least 3 points from United whenever the 2 meet. It's not like before. Respect Arsenal. Wow, I like that. Kwame Timer or Kwame Tima, I'm giving you a VIP ticket on to the World Cup trophy tour. It's at the Accra Polo Court on Sunday. It admits 1 if you have a Lille that you want to take along. Text into the show again. I'll make tickets available for you and your Lille to go and enjoy the show.
This is a message from Honorable Sam Jata George. Please read it. He said it must be read.
No,
Everybody should listen to it.
big shouts to Honorable Sam George.
My boss that.
Big shouts. He says, he said, Coach, how many times did I call you?
3 times.
I am saving all the recordings of your 2 noon. Arsenal will silence you. Simple. On Sunday. Remember the name. We are the Arsenal. Never forget the name. We are the pride of London.
You.
The heartbeat of Elizabeth II.
Wow.
The blazing guns of Zeus.
Okay.
Vibes.
Even the Spanish Armada bows at our power. 5 games, 5 wins,
15 points.
Lionhead,
Oh, Charlie.
red dot. Notice is served.
Served.
Oh, Charlie.
Because
No, see,
you know the interesting thing.
what's that?
Honorable. I think like 5 games to the end of last season.
Mhm.
He came here. called me. Hey, at the start of the season, I was the one bad mouthing Arteta. That when they make top 4, he will be back here. Honorable, we are still waiting for you.
Another honorable.
Because the top 4
They are sending in their messages in their numbers.
A slight correction. The pride of London is Chelsea. You don't do this.
Hey,
The pride of London.
somebody
is
say
Chelsea.
your pride loss.
The pride of London is Chelsea.
Your pride loss.
Let's not conflate things.
Let me read this one too. This is coming from the Honorable Fifi Kwete. He say on the number 9 jersey, Tammy Abraham at age 21 broke that curse and scored 15 goals in one season. Only Costa scored more than 15 goals in one season. Not even Drogba did
Lukaku
this.
came and then it went to
The Nigerian descent Tammy dealt with, the Gabon boy will do it. He says the Nigerian descent Tammy dealt with it, the Gabon boy will also do it. So they say Aubameyang no wabin na onam. Wabin.
There's power in Gabon.
So you see that all that I said, even the Chelsea, look, the most powerful Chelsea supporters, they know what I'm saying is true. No more Jeremy Lakaboy, alo Jeremy Jonoko Kakaminka will just say, you can't show me Cote d'Ivoire. Show na ke kladowa emuna. Jame atawo any jet say yo. Then Obama ya ibado.
Let me just ask Chelsea fans out there. Like, you know, we say these things as a joke. How many of you actually believe the superstition that your number 9 jersey is actually cursed? Do you actually think it is true? Do you think it's one of those superstitions that should not be paid any attention? I genuinely want to know from Chelsea fans if you think this is real.
I have to say, AC Milan fans to believe this for a long time. Because after Inzaghi, everyone came to wear the number 9. Beans, Luis Adriano, Fernando Torres,
Well,
Gianluca Lapadula.
yeah,
Actually.
crazy.
But it's
crazy.
only Giroud who's managed to have some success in their shirts. So
Yeah.
maybe sometimes the case just needs some time to mature. Maybe it's enough. Time is enough. Time has
Well,
passed.
let me get thoughts from Daniel on Arsenal. Arsenal fans love you. You love Arsenal too. I know this. They had a B plus or yeah, I think they had a B plus or an A minus type transfer window. The fans, some way somehow, have tasted success in recent times, and they think that what they have gotten this season from Arteta is not enough. They say Arteta should have gotten a replacement for Partey because Partey is not reliable. They say they should have at least brought in an auxiliary winger to supplement the efforts of Martinelli and Saka when their legs can't carry them or when they are not available. Rate Arsenal's window for me, and again, apportion what I will call expectations to their season.
I think Arsenal did good. In the transfer window. But look, the party, the extra midfielder they should have signed, which they didn't. That's where my fear is. We all know that Partey is injured again. And then he's also injured. And you can tell that, per the rumors we heard at the start of the window, Tielemans and Co, you could tell that Arsenal were flirting with the idea of bringing an extra central midfielder. So as to why they didn't go ahead and bring one in, I don't really know. But I was very disappointed that he didn't do that, because I feel like bringing in another quality central midfielder in there, I think it would have guaranteed their top 4 spots. I feel this team is ready. This team is ripe now, and Mikel Arteta to make a proper challenge for the top 4. And I feel like if you look at the teams that flirted with the 4th place and the teams that competed for the 4th place last season, I think Arsenal are strongest as it stands. Not just because of what we've seen on the league table by virtue of them winning the first 5 games, but how they are going about their business, how they are winning the games, also shows that not just in terms of tactics, but mentality-wise also, they look like they have grown up from last season. But it's a long season. The World Cup is coming midway through the seasons to disturb 1 or 2 teams. And the good thing about this is that if Arsenal can survive from now to the World Cup, I think they will be fine. Because we'll have 2 match weeks, and then the January transfer window will open, and then they can get in that extra midfielder. And if you look at the fixtures that they have from now till the World Cup, I think it's favourable. After Sunday's game, they have a pretty good run. Then they go in I think a space of 3 weeks where they face both.
They have the best lineup of fixtures I have seen this season.
They go for, I think it's a 3-week period where they face Liverpool and Man City. That will also be a test. But of course, you can't. I don't think nobody sits down and says they're going to win all 38 games. It's not possible. I don't think that's ever happened before. No, it hasn't. So, look, I think they should have signed that extra midfielder. I think it was very important based on what we've seen in the past 3 seasons under Arteta and the last 2 seasons since Thomas Partey came. Yeah. I feel like they should have strengthened that position because it is so key. And if you even want to look at it critically, if you look at their first 5 games of the season, the most unconvincing displays of within that period has been their last 2 games without Thomas Partey. And I'm saying unconvincing because of the expectations on paper and how they actually played on the field of play. So you look at the Fulham game at home. You look at how they controlled it in patches, but Fulham also gave them a strong run for their money. Ended up winning it 2-1. And then the Aston Villa game also was the same. Aston Villa giving Arsenal a strong run for their money. So look, I just feel like they should have done it. But the good thing is that this is not it's not your normal Premier League season where you are going from now until December. The World Cup will come in. So Arsenal have about 11 more fixtures until the World Cup. I think they can survive. Look at the teams they are facing on paper. I think they can navigate through that period. And then the World Cup will come in. It's a long break. You come back from the World Cup, 2 more game weeks. January transfer window is in. And based on how they ended this transfer window, you can tell that they know they are supposed to go and get that midfielder. So once the January transfer window
but I don't understand that. I don't understand that midfielder business because how much did Arsenal spend on Sambi Lokonga again?
I think it was like 25 million.
But how do you spend 25 million on a player you don't think you can use?
No, but I've said this again that they want the backup to be Shaka. That's what it is.
Look, but Shaka is playing, but Sambi can play as a holding midfielder.
But look, they don't see him as that position anymore. That's just they've changed.
But aren't they in a situation where you are not in the position to be picky about midfielders because you have lost 2 midfielders? Right now you have what? Your midfield is literally thin.
That's the problem. The 2 number 6s they wanted to play the season with have both gotten injured. And I'm hearing Elneny's could be long term.
Elneny is long
for months.
Yeah.
Party weeks.
I don't.
And we are also hearing that even Odegaard is
just a knock.
It's a doubt.
It's a doubt for Sunday.
Okay, so
wherever the knock is, Casemiro will aggravate that knock. I'm telling you honestly. No.
You mean he will feel the sensation? You mean are you saying Casemiro starts in that game?
Even if he doesn't start, Tomini, Tomini, that is what he thrives on. No more boot mole, ne put a kaji miale, nin kaji chenenage, into a
Let me read a few more messages. Okay, like I said, Coca-Cola giving away tickets, VIP tickets, to go see the World Cup at the Polo Court on Sunday. Take pictures with the World Cup. It's World Cup season. Text into the show. Just text with your full name. I'll leave a ticket for you to pick up right here at Citi 97.3 FM. Let me read the messages coming through. Efo Afeke Godo, I think, from Mafi Dove in Adidome. Oh, Charlie. Adidome. Did I say that right?
Efo Afeke Godo.
From Mafi Dove in Adidome. Hey. Charlie says, good evening. In fact, I want Chelsea to score Arsenal. The attitude of Arteta towards Aubameyang is not good to me. This one here says, I simply can't understand what the issue with Partey is. It's an injury every other 5 games or so. At this rate, I can't see him. I see him in the Gulf next season because no team can stomach this no matter how important you are to them. In fact, that's a matter we'll get onto when I finish this batch of messages. Unfortunate, isn't it? It's obvious United have the momentum in Sunday's game. We have to remain pragmatic and overload Dallow's side as possible. As much as possible. A draw will not be bad.
You're going to do what?
They will overload the Dallo side.
Dallo, that is where Anthony is. Go overload. We to overload. Oh, Zinchenko, Charlie.
Zinchenko is not playing.
He's not playing.
A draw will not be bad for the Gunners. Ghana for life. Jude.
Now they are fighting for draw.
Oh, Charlie, it's
Kumi.
only one Ghana.
One Kumi.
Don't. He doesn't speak for all of them. Sadiq from Kaswa says, "Hi Ben, it's another great Friday. I have been happy about my Man United and the deals they've done, but disappointed in Ten Hag not getting another centre back because I don't trust Maguire and Lindelof is weak in duels and physicality generally." Okay. Nijan from Takrady says, "Good evening, Ben. I'm excited about the signings Man United made and can't wait to see Anthony in action on Sunday against Arsenal." Manche from Soutuum says, "Man United will bleed this Sunday. Mark my words, coach will see his smoothness level. Please dash me the tickets on Manche from Soutuum. Come to the front desk of Citi FM."
Manche didn't text with his.
Yeah, but he's Manche, so we'll make an exception for him. He's or Henning Manche, please text in with your full name before we close the show. We'll leave a ticket for you at the front desk of Citi FM. So I've noted you down. Let me read more messages. Bright from East Legon says, "I'm not a Chelsea fan, but coach Oba has gone to see his African brother." This one's from Yao Chris.
Unless.
Yao Chris from Katamanso says, "My Friday evenings are not complete without panoramic sports. I'm always in a high spirit, especially when Numo Nimley ushers us into the throne room before you kickstart the program. I'm listening live with my wife, and she's a fan of DK and Kwao. Forever United." United 4. The guy from Pantine says, "Please, Ben, let coach be aware that new era, no case." Okay. Moses Kofi Noy from Ablekuma South says, "It appears Thomas Tuchel has administered some temporary cure to every department of our team. He tried to fertilize old and fresh blood at the defense. He's found a backup for Kante's injury proneness. Now Raheem Sterling will be free to operate efficiently because of the introduction of Oba. Chelsea must win the EPL or be top 3. Okay. Engineer Desmond Ashikwe, All Nations University. Engineer, if you are around, pass by for a ticket. Says, "Good evening, Ben. Dennis Zakaria and Oba are my fantastic signings. I hope they gel fast and get the wheels rolling." So okay, I think you want to see that. Does coach want to say that if Messi or Haaland wear the number 9, they won't be hitting the back of the net? That is a mentality issue and not a curse. I always enjoy the Don't Call Me song and the rabbi's prayers. Okay, this one says, "Tell coach we Arsenal will beat them good on Sunday." Daniel from Nungwa. This one from Nanake from La Paz says, "Abraham broke the curse and Aubameyang will shine and score against Arsenal and celebrate like how Adebayo did when he scored against Arsenal. Coach is exaggerating." This one here says, Eric Ten Hag from Jamestown. See, these are the things I keep talking about. These are the things
he doesn't want to
talking about. Eric Ten Hag from Jamestown saying, "Okay, now you know what? If you want one of the tickets to the World Cup tour, indicate in your message that you want one. I'll give you one." Eric Ten Hag, what is the meaning of this? He says, "Thank you for the best sports show ever. Cristiano would have scored with that overhead kick if club captain Maguire wasn't watching from the touchline. I don't even know who asked him to go and warm up. He's going to be fined a month's wages." Samson Kome from Police Hospital says, "I think it's about the formation being deployed at Chelsea over the years. That has hindered the strikers." Okay. So you mean all your coaches have deployed the same formation? Come on, don't do this. This one here from Apedo Jeff from Dowenya. When Oba was signed, I wasn't excited just yet because I was waiting for his squad number. Lo and behold, Opanago take number 9. I was just like, here we go again. That number needs to be retired or sold. The type of strikers we bought, the Giants who wore that number 9, were turned into pussycats. But I just hope Oba breaks it. Fingers crossed, okay? Brian from Ashoman Estate says, "Tomorrow my Liverpool will beat Manchester rivals Everton hands down. Even though we are having injury issues, we call on the spirit of the Dragon Warrior." Hey, Charlie, what's going on here? Lennox Ronnie from DC. Which DC? Dansoman or like District of Columbia? Like which DC? Yeah. He says, "Now we can beat our chest again. On Sunday, the revolution will be televised. Then the whole world will know that we are back. Back for good. Glory, glory, Man United." I'm enjoying the show with some pork and red wine. Hey, Charlie. Charlie, so guys be hard.
Boys are balling.
Pork and red wine. You mean Bra Charles and red wine? Oh, Charlie.
Charlie.
Let's talk about Arsenal versus United. Let's zone into the Arsenal versus
Manchester United versus Arsenal.
Yeah, we are the home team.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I'll
the
give
home
you that.
team.
Let's talk about Partey first, though. Partey first of all. Coach, let me start off with you. Arteta says that the thigh strain that Partey has suffered, which is expected to keep him out for about 4 or 5 games, is the same strain he suffered last season. That kept him out for at least 2 months. What's going on with Thomas? What is going on with Thomas?
Look, I'm not happy at all, to be honest with you, because these were things that the young man never experienced when he was in Spain. To be honest with you, he needs to start looking after himself. Look, we are into football, and when I say a player should now start to look after himself, for anybody who understands how these things work, they clearly have a clear idea of what I'm saying. He needs to start looking after himself in a manner that will require that fundamentally he checks the things that goes into his system. The type of food he eats, the fluid he drinks. I believe that he's gotten to a stage where he should stay away from any form of drink apart from water. Because these things, when they comes and it recurs, goes, it comes again, then it is going to, if care is not taken, it's going to put an end to a very bright future. And the rate at which it is occurring, look, it's alarming. And for me, that is where my worry is. Because look, I have already said on this program that if he doesn't stay fit, the people at Arsenal will look beyond him after this season. Because he's been around for close to 2 years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
If this were to occur again in the 3rd year, 1, he's not getting any younger. 2, it means that it's going to be a recurring issue. And therefore, they'll have to look beyond him. No wonder. I'm not going to sit here and compare Douglas Costa to him. But for the fact that they saw the need to go after Costa on deadline day.
Douglas Luiz,
sorry. Go after him on deadline day. It's a clear indication that maybe they are beginning to accept the basic truth that, look, we need to start looking beyond this player. I'm not happy as a Ghanaian because I saw how Michael Essien went into the EPM busted. For Essien, we all saw that his knee injury came as a result of a physical contact. But if I'm not mistaken, all the injuries of Thomas Partey has been...
Most of them have been self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted. And that is what makes it even more serious. Non-contact
self-inflicted injuries. Yep.
That is what makes it even more serious. So it's a major issue. And again, if you look at his importance, how important he is to the setup of Mikel Arteta. Whenever he's not there, you can see a huge vacuum. And his absence is so felt that it takes away the belief of everybody in the team. His presence gets everybody to believe. Oh, Thomas Partey is there. Our main man is there. Our detector is there. Somebody who more or less orchestrate whatever we are going to do is there. Somebody who transit from defense to midfield to attack. The one-time pass, the movement, is better anticipation and reading of the game. These things are there for everybody to see. Yeah. So once he's not there, it becomes very clear that there's a hole, and that gap needs to be filled. And for me, I'm worried because as Ghana, I wanted him to have still fit and played through all the way till we get to the World Cup. We are in September. We are
It's our most important
maximum 2 months away from the World Cup. Yep. Such injuries, when he gets better, and the people at Arsenal are not careful with how they will reintroduce him into the fold, it can easily recur again. And that could mean a longer stay off the pitch. I don't want that to happen. Because I cannot imagine the Black Stars go to Qatar without Thomas Partey. I have said, and I'm repeating again, we had a very solid midfield in 2006, dominant midfield in 2010, of course. In 2014, when we went to the World Cup in Brazil, our midfield was not bad, isn't it? The Sule, and then I've forgotten this tall chap name.
Which is
2014. Oh,
in
Rabiu.
midfield. Yeah, Rabiu Mohammed.
Rabiu Mohammed, Suleiman Tari. We didn't have we had a solid midfield.
Yeah.
As we speak today, I believe that the weakest link in our team is our midfield. So if we were to go to the World Cup without our main man, then we are doomed.
Doomed.
Completely doomed. Because we don't have any player like him. We don't have a player who can get on the ball,
Equally pass,
progress, and then
even score when necessary.
When necessary. We don't have any player like him. So I can only hope and pray. Like every Ghanaian will hope and pray. Like the people at Arsenal will look at the injury situation and gradually bring him back to full match fitness. Because if it is going to go on like this, then Otoado and Co will have to worry. And nobody replaces him in that Black Star setup. We may replace him in terms of the numbers. But it's not about number.
Quality.
It's about the quality, my brother.
Susu, let's talk about that Arsenal game with United. One Arsenal fan says that United have barely beaten them in the last 8 or so meetings, and so this is not.
It says they pick up at least 3 points every season.
Yeah.
Yes, they pick up.
No, but if you look at the head-to-head, I'll pull that.
Last season we beat them at Old Trafford.
So that's
I'll pull up the head-to-head for the two teams.
Actually, in the last 5 games, Arsenal have won 3 games.
United have won how many?
1.
Exactly.
And
So Arsenal have the upper hand going into this game. Do they have a right to say that even though they are the away team, because they are the informed side, they should expect a win from their side in this game?
Well, I think they should expect a win.
They should.
I mean, why?
Boy,
you finish.
I didn't say they will win. I think they should expect a win.
Valid point. Please defend your points. No,
But
defend
there's
your
nothing
points.
wrong with you saying Arsenal will win.
I don't think they will win more. But that's a different matter.
Defend your points.
I think Arsenal should expect a win. Because if you are going the way you are going, and we are starting to hear whispers of a title challenge, whispers, keyword, who do you have to beat on the way to the title? You have to beat the teams around you, the so-called other big teams, the so-called other big 6. What is one of the main... Man, you are a big 6 team. This is their first big test of the season. Yeah. So what do we expect from a team that is whispering about title challenge? I use the word whispering, very key word here. They should be beating Man. They should assert the gap. They should assert their dominance over Man U. However, with all the injury things going on and stuff, I am very scared for Arsenal because I feel like once because right now, if Sambi Lokonga has to start at the number 6 or Shaka, if one of them has to play the number 6, I don't expect Arsenal to win any big game with any one of them at the 6. It's just not happening because I've been impressed by Shaka this season. He's kind of grown into a new role, but that rashness is scary for me.
That hot-headedness. The
and
potential to get a red card out of nothing.
Exactly. Or give away a penalty. Something. Shaka is just... He's the type...
He's very unpredictable.
He's a wild card. And a wild card at the number 6 is the last thing any team wants. And Sambi Lokonga is a wild card in a different way. Because he's the type of guy, on some days, he can be like, so you pick up the ball and move. And some other days, he's a man of Frimpong. He's very inconsistent in that sense.
Charlie, you need to clarify that Emmanuel Frimpong point. What do you mean? You contrasted the Yaya Toure with Frimpong. I want you to explain in details what you mean by his Emmanuel Frimpong. You mean he can't see beyond his arm?
No disrespect to Emmanuel Frimpong, but Emmanuel Frimpong was not an Arsenal quality midfielder, so they let him go. That's all I'm saying. That's fine. I'll let you off. So my whole thing is that when you have those 2 players as your options for the number 6, it could go very wrong. Yeah. And I believe that Arsenal want to dominate. They'll try and play a high line. And we've seen Man U on the counter this season. And under Ole, that was their biggest strength. And they still have those counter-attacking players. So we have to also keep that in mind. But Arsenal, considering their form guide, the way they are playing, and everything, and the fact that they showed resilience this season. Last season, they were playing the negative number 9 up front in Lacazette. Now they have a real number 9. They should be expecting to win this game. But those injury concerns and the shuffling of the pack that might happen because of the injuries mean that Man U have a very good chance. And I can honestly see Man U getting the results very easily.
United to get... Let me go to DK. on this game. First of all, a few questions I want to ask you. Why is Ten Hag not starting Ronaldo in games? 2, why has he still not started Casemiro in games that he's played? 3, Bruno Fernandes has been marked out as somebody who's been poor in the past couple of United games that have been played. He still gets to play 90 minutes most of the time. Is this the type of approach? I mean, benching Ronaldo, bringing him late, benching Casemiro, bringing him late, keeping Fernandes in the game. Can you beat an Arsenal team that is in form with this type of strategy?
And with the Ronaldo situation, I'm not surprised he was being benched. I don't think Ronaldo was being benched due to anything relating to tactics. I feel it was around the
Fitness?
not necessarily, not fitness, not even that. I feel the whole transfer saga around him. You didn't want to start a season with him, an integral part of your team, and then a twist will happen, and then you have to leave. So I think that's why they kept him away from the team in the opening weeks. Look, Ronaldo's not going to be sitting on the bench throughout the season. It's not possible. If you saw what happened yesterday in the 20-15 minutes he came off the bench, you could see a spark. You could see that this was somebody who understands the role better than anybody else on the pitch. And that is the class that Cristiano Ronaldo brings you. I don't think anybody needs to spend time on telling any coach or anybody what Ronaldo brings you. So I don't think that will sustain.
So you don't think Ronaldo will be a bit part player at United this season? You think he will be Ten Hag's main striker?
I think he'll be an integral part of United's plans. And look, with this Bruno Fernandes thing, yes, we know he can be a bit impulsive. We know, and Ten Hag's system.
A bit? This is stretched out to last season.
Yes.
Well, United fans say that the guy who was called awareness now doesn't, in your own words, he doesn't want it. When you give him the pass, he doesn't want it. He's in a hurry to pass the ball.
Look, the funny thing is that if you remember when Bruno Fernandes was signing for Man United, I sat in this very same chair and I described the player that we are describing now. Fernandes has always been impulsive. Even when he was banging goals under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's always been like this. It is because United, first of all, under Ragnick, United were playing it's a brand of football that was exposing that side of him. A more patient style. United were not depending on a counter-attack as much as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And that was beginning to show that side of Bruno Fernandes. But it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean he's a bad player, no. If he was a bad player, he would not be starting every game for Erik ten Hag. His ability to press, his eye for a pass. Look, he's an intelligent footballer. And yes, it might be a bit frustrating watching him in this system, but I feel with time he will adapt. The reason why I'm a bit skeptical about this game is the confidence that is running through Arsenal. Tactically, Arsenal are at a deficiency. If you look at their midfield, it's very obvious. The last 2 games, for me, if I compare it to the first 3 games, they've not been that convincing because of the absence of Partey and El Neni. But look, when you have a team that is on form, a team that believes that they can go out and beat anybody, when they are faced with this sort of adversity, especially coming up against a fellow big boy, they will most certainly turn up. And if you look at last season also, the game between the 2 teams, I'm even talking about that at Old Trafford. Although United seemed like the better side, it still ended 3-2. United won the game, yes, but it still ended 3-2. I just feel like Arsenal have this thing this season. And although Man United, look, it looks nice at United. 2 clean sheets in a row, 2 wins where they've looked like they've dominated, it looked like they've been in control of things, and they've gone out and they've got 3 points. The same way we are talking about a litmus test for Arsenal, I feel it's also more of a test for Man United, especially people talk about the Liverpool game, but I don't think so. The Liverpool game, United had won or lost their first 2, so they needed a reaction. They knew what they needed to go and do. This time, you are slowly building momentum, and now you are going to be tested. It's not just about your temperament and how you show up after reacting to 2 successive defeats. You have to go and prove that what you've been doing the past 2 games is not a fluke. And I feel United are also at a disadvantage going into this game with this sort of temperament. Arsenal have won 5-5. In fact, 6-6 if you are counting the last game of last season. They are a team full of confidence. they have lost quite a number of key players in midfield. But the ability of Odegaard, who I think will play and will last the full 90 minutes, to drop deep, add to the numbers, and be that creative spark, I think, look, based on temperament, I feel like Arsenal are entering this game much better. But at the same time, we've also seen Man United playing against a big team with a weakened midfield, and we saw how they shaped up against Liverpool. We saw that if you are unable to grip that midfield against Man U, especially when you are going to have most of the ball, if your midfield is not able to cut them open with those passes, offer that creative spark, you will be found wanting when United catches you on a counter attack. And this Arsenal team are lacking that. So that's why I feel like, especially if Casemiro starts the game tomorrow, on Sunday, which I'm very sure he will, I feel like, look, it's one of those 50-50 games. I really can't call it. Because it's a home game for Man United and the confidence they are going through, you can look at it and say maybe United can pull something through. But I don't think a team that wins 5-5 will go to Old Trafford, yes, with a weakened midfield and just lie down and be beaten. I feel it to be one of the most interesting games we'll see this season. And also tactically from both managers. For all you know, and that's what I believe, I don't think Arteta will go into this game and play how we expect him to play based on how weakened his side has been. He's tried it against Fulham, his team struggled a bit. He's tried it against Aston Villa, his team struggled a bit. I don't think he'll go out there and present himself on a platter for Man United to do a low block and counter attack and finish him off. I think he's smarter than that, and I expect him to go out on Sunday and present something that we've not seen before. So it should be a very interesting tactical battle. And also for Arsenal's left back area, in Tierney playing ahead of Zinchenko. Obviously, Zinchenko is injured. But I feel that control that Zinchenko gave them from that left side, his ability to draw into the midfield, help out with Partey when he was playing, that also offered Arsenal a different dynamic, which also allowed Xhaka to bump forward and add to the numbers up front. Against Aston Villa, they were able to do that because Aston Villa's midfield is not going to be able to give you that sort of competition. But would that happen if against this Man United team? Would that happen against Casemiro and Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes? I don't think so. And also because of the skill set of Tierney. So that's why I'm saying that I feel we'll see a different Arsenal based on the team they have at their disposal. And I think Arteta is smarter than that just to go and present himself. I don't think it will be as straightforward as we think. United will just play a low block and counter attack and blow Arsenal off.
Big game on our hands. Coach, you get the final word on the game itself. I spoke to you about Partey and whatnot, but the game itself, let me know what United is bringing. Igba.
I'm a Jamie. I'm a Jamie Kokoko. Arsenal on Sunday. I'm a Jamie. They've won what? 5.
Yeah.
And so they won 49 unbeaten. United. Kojo top. Wakumiame na mihalishi na minaka ye Old Trafford aba. They had a team full of excellent players at the time. Players who had proper temperament. Players built for the bigger occasion. They came and was I mean a ding I mean award. Yeah, me. I am saying that on Sunday it will be play 6, won 5, lost 1. This is the approach of United. First and foremost, it has to be a physical contest.
Yeah.
Come on, no more. You boot up, man. About Ashomo. Odegaard, Casemiro, sensation. Wow! No quality. Ibadon, yeah, Jolemi. Okay. Malaysia and who? Saka. Why don't you banana? You will see. United will make Arsenal understand that they've come into the game without their first choice midfielders. I told you against the Liverpool game. Yeah. I told you that should Liverpool show up with a makeshift midfield, United will win the game. And simple.
Cheeky ease.
With ease. No difficulty at all. And you see, the United of today is absolutely very different from the old United. Now, that back four is being spearheaded is being macro-managed by a World Cup winning player, a 4-time Champions League defender, who has gotten everybody in and around him to accept that I am the boss. Jay Maguire. He won't allow anybody to control him. He's not controlling anybody like a captain. But you can see the togetherness within the United setup. The Ericsson factor. That is where the game will be won. I'm telling you now, the Ericsson factor.
You mean the Ericsson factor?
No, that is where the game will be won.
But they have their Ericsson in Odegaard as well.
Oh, you call the guy compare Ericsson, Odegaard. Esheko. Esheko no more. Real Madrid then Joshua again. Esheko no more. He's a young boy, very talented. What do you mean? The Ericsson factor. And look at this. What is their right foot? Ben White.
Yeah, he's been playing a right back this season.
Sancho Bajele rough. Minkebo. Amamele. JD Sancho.
Maybe Tomiyasu will play.
Oh, ask for him to be worse because he's not fit, crowd.
Tomiyasu is fit.
Match fitness. He will last for only the first 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, he's finished.
You mean finished?
And after 60 minutes, if they prove stubborn,
Anthony.
Unleash the
Anthony.
we will unleash him.
Anthony.
Tieni, Akalabasha picture. Tieni, we will use him for social media advert. I'm telling you honestly, market.
Social media advert.
Tieni, Abajele rough ni aka ikoni ni kan.
If they prove stubborn after 60 minutes.
Anthony will be introduced. No, you better come and lie low and take 2-0 and go your way. Gabriel Jesus will want to show something. That one, no two ways about it. But it's a battle of Brazil against Argentina.
The butcher.
Munchisu.
Sensation.
Munchisu. No more Mikel. Munchisu. I'm telling you honestly. Munchisu. Sensation. Eba bote me no more.
Chale.
Oh,
Chale.
That is the way they play.
Botemo Mihale.
You look sharp.
Coach, man.
Varane Beshidi ni Ejaja passes.
Distribution like rice and stew.
I'm saying
Chale.
there will be no Elanga. Zero is introduced into the game. Look, he was being banged because we know he wanted to leave. But it is clear. So Rani, Ten Hag has sat him down. At least you are here till January. Go and show the world that you are Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. But just go and be yourself. Be your normal self.
Be your normal.
And if Zeros is in his normal mood,
As for Arsenal,
here goes. Arsenal dear. Kejeche. Jemo. Agbenomo. Who is in the boat?
Ramsdale.
Oh, no more. Ataki papa name Zero short there. Ramsdale.
Ramsdale is not a keeper, Papa.
Oh, no more. Maybe Ramsdale. Maybe Ramsdale.
Don't do this.
Look, I'm telling you honestly. They have played 5. They've won 5, like my honorable said. But they know. You see, Arsenal for home. If they lose a game, you can see from the way they panic. They know the absence of Thomas Partey. Hey, Charlie, we wish Partey would be in this. So, if Man U and any of our players were injured, we don't mind.
Oh, yeah?
Those days, when our Postcodes and Co are in, Alex Ferguson will go and bring Philip Neville. He will go and put him in the midfield. Cool.
If you look at their lineup that gave Arsenal 8-2, I couldn't even believe the lineup. I couldn't believe the players that were starting.
See, Arsenal, when they come in, they are not of their usual self.
You can tell.
Yeah. I mean, I follow Arsenal. Other than I'm not saying that it is just going to be a walk. No. But by the end of the 90th minute,
Cool breeze.
we are going from 9 to 12. Okay, United will be at 9 and Arsenal will go to 18. Alabraka.
Coach, please, what does Alabraka mean?
You mean never ever.
Never ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Arsenal will go to from 15 to 18. The United stay at 9 at the expense. Forget more. It will be a beautiful look. You know the way look. That is the day that Anthony will be unveiled.
Yeah.
Look, the tension,
Like the same thing Casemiro did to
look,
Liverpool.
Old Trafford. Look, you see. Gabriel,
Magalhaes.
Ibana. No, Ibana no go. Game about Kashidin. They will come and want to play that their delicious interpositional passes and all that. It has to go through Odegaard, Casemiro, and Ebotemi, and they feel his sensation.
In his bones.
The moment the sensation goes through his veins and bones and spines, Otini Nancy, look, when they give him, he hears the footstep of Casemiro. No,
like a tiger stalking his prey.
I'm going to give me Kashi. Because this Arsenal team, what you don't want to get them to do is for them to have time on the ball. Look, I'm happy that it's not Luke Shaw, it is Malacia, a player who will match Saka boot for boot. Now they are talking about the Diego Dallo position.
Yeah.
Where Martinelli is. In fact, I must admit, that is the Arsenal player I fear the most.
Martinelli.
Because he's very direct. You understand? Because he's that direct, Dallo will have to be extremely very careful. Because at times when he's not even on the ball, his diagonal movement in between the center backs, if the right fullback switches off a bit, he catches everybody unaware and he goes and he punishes. But Arsenal don't have the men to put in those overlooping passes. Look at David De Gea now. Because he now have proper defenders in front of him.
Clean sheet.
He's very calm. Very calm. No problem. Very calm.
Program there.
The game will be lost and won in the middle. Who? Lukunga.
Sambi. Lukunga.
To the Arsenal to be
Lukunga.
You know the funny thing? He knows who.
I know, brother. He knows who. I know he knows.
Say Jinjenko.
No, I'm not talking away.
And I have added Mateta to the thing.
It is very simple. It is the game. It's gone at the days where this game was a top of the table clash.
Somebody say you talk about United like they are Brazil.
Oh, the money you want to come team is support. The person said that which team does he support? So it is clear.
It's clear.
It's at Old Trafford. It's at Old Trafford. You see, United at Old Trafford, unless we are in a bad state, that is when a big team usually comes to Old Trafford and beat United. But if we are in this mood.
Mood.
No, get mood name
I'm in the mood.
No matter the form you are bringing, we will stop you. When asked, the history is there.
It's clear.
My wish is, I'll get it. I wish.
The coach, somebody says you have messed up his dream as an Arsenal fan. Charlie, what is going on?
Honorable Sam George. I wish I'll be watching the game with him on Sunday. I'll be here. No more in Lebeno Fiole, in Boss Come Pageable, in Abueche. Call by no Kutuku and no bon, no Wakabo, no Kobina, no Kamabina. No more Sam George, you believe honorable.
I'm about to ask you a question. So, coach, what if the unthinkable happens?
Oh, it's football. Anything can happen.
I don't think the unthinkable has to happen for Arsenal to beat United, though.
At the end of the day,
the way coach is talking,
at the end of the day, I've said the game will be won and lost in midfield. And if Lukunga, Xhaka, and Odegaard can win a midfield battle of Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno Awareness Fernandes, then the world will have to come to an end.
You see,
the marker has been laid.
You see, that's why I want
to be need to come.
If the unthinkable happens and Arsenal win, what will you tell the listening?
You see,
I'm asking you.
As the Arsenal supporters, when they are going to win a football game, they know.
Actually, this kind of confidence.
I said they know when they are going to win.
They know they can't win this game.
I mean,
Like last season at the Emirates, we all knew.
We all knew they were going to beat
We
you.
all knew.
That's not.
But this is not one of those times.
At all.
The feeling is different.
Interesting. Let me just make a few announcements. So, like I said, those of you who want to be at the World Cup Trophy Tour, I put out a tweet on my Twitter at Benjamin Nketsia. I just quote the tweet with Sports Panorama, and I'll pick out a few of you to be lucky winners for the World Cup. Charlie, go and.
The thing is not lucky winners. So if your DP on Twitter is not nice, I know him.
Is it if you're what?
If your DP on Twitter is not nice, Nketsia will not mind.
Oh, Charlie.
If it is an inappropriate DP.
You should hear the things he tells me about my clothes in the office.
So you know.
Oh, look.
Please
Lord,
make sure you're wearing your best suit too.
Yeah, Charlie. We need to respect ourselves.
Black tie,
Profile
black
picture.
tie.
We need to be respected. Let me read a few messages and then we'll talk about some local issues before we bring the curtain down the show. Good luck in Kaswa. I don't believe anything about a curse in our number 9 jersey. Coach, behave yourself. This one is from Jerome Kwame from Ho. He said, as a Chelsea fan, I see say something is not right with the number 9 shirt, but I know say nothing lasts forever. Some bro will always be there to break the chain, and I believe Oba will do that. Charlie, this your combo of pidgin and English is very wild. This one here is from hey Charlie, what be the name? Daniel, what's the name?
Oboistro.
Oboistro. Yeah. So okay.
Boy, yes, true.
He says it's inside Odoko. We take like that. Says we thank God it's Friday. We want to hear more from Coach. Coach, what will happen when Anthony crosses the ball to CR7?
You mean they saw the move on scorecard? Diagonal crosses into the net.
Charlie, that head movement freaks me. Jeffrey Emisa from Botre says, as Awaja says he wants to go to the World Cup, fine, no problem. Violence is when he misses another World Cup. But how did Jan creep into this discussion? Radha from SCC says, my girlfriend.
Why Ghana people do so?
I know the Bob.
No, you be serious.
I know the Bob. I know.
You don't remember anything Baby just did. It's penalty. And we've not spoken about Baby J. You sent message. You said violence is when Masa.
Behave yourself over there. It says my girlfriend is asking me to choose between her and Panorama today because I said I'm not accompanying her to the mall since it's time for Panorama.
No, he shouldn't make that mistake.
You know what?
The blend of Panorama and the girlfriend is absolutely bombastic.
You mean do not lose guard and follow 90 minutes Panorama at the expense of your girl?
Shall I see the end of the message?
He said he wants you to introduce her to the show.
He says, you know what? She can go. Many girls out there, but only one sports Panorama.
I mean,
Done.
he's not wrong, eh?
He said he's not wrong. Yeah, we want more listeners, so he should rather.
No, they are not wrong,
introduce her.
but the humble pie, you go chop him. So go and apologize. I'm telling you right now. Apologize.
Absolutely bombastic combination.
It's a mistake, right?
You mean when you throw in the good day energy drink and the one smooth, one chaff?
He should bring the lady to the next road show.
See
I
the
will
weather.
bless him.
You mean you do what?
I will bless him.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Oh, Charlie.
I will bless him.
Thank you, Rabbi. May you live long.
And he will testify.
May you live long,
Charlie.
Rabbi. He will what?
He will testify.
Charlie, go ahead and testify.
Oh, testimony. Oh, Charlie.
Let's read some more messages. Gideon Addison from Mamprobi says, looking at how Man United began their business in the window, I think they have done some good business in the end. Please, dash me one of the tickets so that I can also take a picture with the World Cup. This might probably be my only chance. What's the name again? Gideon Addison.
I speak into your life. Gideon.
Okay, Gideon Addison. So, Gideon, I will leave a ticket for you
Nketsia.
at the
And
front
we like
desk.
that you followed the instructions. Shout out.
Let me prophesy into Gideon's life.
Thank you.
He says this might be his only chance. Gideon, this will not be your only chance.
Amen.
In December 2022, when the World Cup trophy returns to Ghana, you will take another picture with it at the Kotoka International Airport.
When he returns as what?
When he returns to Ghana, in the hands of Andre Dede Ayew.
Hey, Charlie!
In the hands of Andre Dede Ayew. Otuago's Black Stars, when they win the World Cup, December 2022, you will take a picture.
Opambo, cool
I
down.
can already see the
Opambo,
I
cool
can
down,
already
cool
see
down.
the final. Some cool interplay between the Ayew brothers, and Jordan was slow.
Hey, Charlie!
Oh, Jordan!
Flesh and blood.
Jordan!
2-0.
Flesh and blood.
85th minute. Jordan
Which
seals
team are we
the game.
playing?
Oh,
Which team?
France.
2-0.
Jordan seals the game. Easy. Seals the game.
Love it.
Loris will be left hopelessly in despair.
Hey, Charlie.
Roaring at the air.
Jordan 1 goal, Pogba
Boys,
1
Sasa,
goal,
oh.
Ghana 2-0.
Let me read more messages. This one is good evening, Ben and team. Okay, I've read this already. More messages coming up. Raymond from Afenia says Arsenal to beat United 2-1. Haaland to score his third hat-trick of the season. Okay. Jonathan Kofi Ajololo from Hohoi. Charlie, you're way far. Like, I'll give you tickets. Ben, hope you saw the malaria goal of Jan trending on Twitter. Oh, my baby.
Give me a ticket, my brother.
Kudus to Oba for breaking the curse. It's the forces of Volta and Gabon at work. Trust me. Charlie, if you can come from the Volta regime, I'll give you a ticket. So it's up to you. It's up to you.
What a guy.
Jonathan Kofi Ajololo. I've put your name down. If you can come, I'll give you a ticket.
Baby!
This is Ralph Na from Ningo. Says, please tell my boss, Honorable Sam George, that Man United is going to hit hard. And I promise to post I promise to post this for a whole week if Arsenal pulls through. Okay, glory, Man United. More messages.
You forgive him. He's a hard guy. He's fighting his MP. Hard guy.
Ralph Na. Okay, Ralph Na. I've noted your name down as well. Ajololo. I've also noted your name down, so you can come to the front desk. Bayano from Newtown says, good evening, Ben and team. Good Ten Hag kept benching Ronaldo because you don't and can't build a team around a player who always threatens to leave the club or doesn't have a stable mind. So now that the window is closed, Ten Hag can add him to his plans for the season. I think United fans are all on the same page on this matter. Ibra says, thank you, Coach Nimley. You've spoken well as a technical man and a good pundit, unlike other pundits who will attribute this to superstition. Well spoken, coach. This one says, Partey must really watch what he does with his free time. Not only what he eats and drinks, but the partying with the Ghana boys is too much. Well, I'm not sure I know about that. I can't substantiate anybody partying too much, so I don't know about that. Dear fellow Panoramians, Sally, this word is always so hard for me to mention. He says, I believe Thomas's issues he used to have at Atletico. Okay, I don't know about that. These are also a lot of conjecture, a lot of
allegations,
serious speculations. Charlie, what is all this? Let's talk about the launch of the Ghana Premier League. Daniel, just quick thoughts on that. The league has been launched. There's some work that will happen as part of promoting the awareness on the league. Bet power, money has come. You know, when everybody get headline sponsors, Division 1, Women's League, Ghana Premier League, headline sponsorship needs soon.
It's soon.
What's up with the launch of the league? What should we expect?
Look, I'm happy, and I feel we need to commend the GFA. Last year, by this time, we were all not happy. The state of the league. There was no headline sponsor anywhere. Clubs were struggling for money. I'm not saying the money issue has been resolved, but from zero to wherever they've reached with the sponsorship money is progress, and you've seen that the GFA is working. If you look at the state of Ghana football, for them to be able to convince, and if you look at the companies that are also attached to this, Bet Power, Access Bank, Malta Guinness, if you look at the companies that have attached themselves to the various leagues, you can tell that the GFA did some good work in convincing them that they will get value for money, and that is very difficult if you are looking at the climate of Ghana football. So big ups to the GFA in terms of the money distribution. More can be done. We have to admit that more can be done, and I'm hoping that when the clubs put their issues out there, the GFA will listen, and in the future we'll have some of these things resolved as quickly as possible. But I am happy. I feel like in terms of promotion, they've clearly allocated money for marketing and promotion. So we want to see that this season when the league is drawing closer. We complained about this, if you remember, at the start of last season. Most people, in fact, it was Panorama where that people were actually hearing that the Ghana Premier League was starting that weekend, and it shouldn't be so. Yeah. We need to build and promote and push and push and push.
Okay,
and
$1 million.
I was about to say
that will come from
the marketing budget is
$1 million.
For $1 million.
He said marketing and promotion.
And talk and promote
was
and
it
market.
1 million that they said it was the marketing budget?
Yes.
Okay.
1
million.
What is Komejole say?
I want to see billboards. I want to see ads on TV. I want to hear on other radio stations.
It's not about just launching the thing. No. Yes, you've launched it. But after launching, what next?
Let me just.
You see, let it not happen.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk. That's you can only be fair. They've said they will do this. If they've just said they will do it, The league hasn't started.
Okay.
So let's give them the league.
The benefit of the
benefit
doubt.
of the doubt.
We'll give them that. Let me announce a few winners of the World Cup tickets, and then we can just round the show up. So, Kwesi Baldwin, aka Barrister, you have won yourself a ticket. Kwesi Baldwin, aka Barrister, one ticket for you. Let me go through my mentions. Let me see. Senior Mampam. Oh, Charlie. Oh, for your name alone.
Charlie, give it to him.
Senior Mampam. Hey, Charlie Mampam is what's in tree. Mampam was alligator, monitor lizard. Hey, Senior Mampam. Nah, Senior Mampam, you be guy. I'm giving you a ticket to go see the World Cup. Let me see if I can get a few more people. Louis Setonam Sedofu, I think the name is Louis Setonam. I'll give you one ticket. So you can go see the World Cup. Let me see how many tickets I got left. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 more tickets left. This one here, Payao Apia. Charlie, you quote the Panorama where you add the flame emojis. The flame emojis. So Payao Apia. Payao Apia, you've won yourself a ticket. So that's what's going on. I'll give away 2 more, I think, and then we will wrap it up. This one says the best 90 minutes of your life. Samani Sniper Henry.
He deserves
Samani Sniper Henry.
deserves a ticket.
Yeah, Charlie, one ticket for you.
He deserves a ticket.
Sniper.
Okay, one more. Charlie, the guy name, see your name, see your Twitter name. Your first name be Small God, the other name be Chingy Pills. How we go give you tickets?
Forget him. I said it.
This one here is from let me see. One more. Kenny K. Charlie, your name, baby, I'll give you a ticket. That'll be all. The ticket's finished. So Kenny K, you get my last World Cup ticket. It's a VIP ticket which admits 1. You take it to the Polo Courts on Sunday. Go see the World Cup. Guys, it's a wrap here. Pemdakwa ladies, they were in action. They have just about booked their place to the CAF Women's Champions League. Inaki Williams is planning to play on Sunday. Remember, he
said the streak will never die.
Yeah, he picked up an ankle sprain during a midweek game. I believe it was against Cadiz. He says that he's feeling good and that he will play against Espanyol hopefully on Sunday. So Inaki's streak is on. It's 236 games. It looks like the streak will continue. Guys, any shout-outs before
Yes,
we
of
go?
course. I want to say a big shout-out to my boss, Dr. Mose Okain.
Charlie.
Dr. Mose Okain. He's the
Mose!
Oh, Dr.
Mose!
Dog. He's the programs director. Programs director of Oman FM. He's my boss. Look, he's been so good to me. Dog. You are listening to the show. Shout out to you. Dr. Mose Okain.
Mose.
Dog. Mose.
So Mose is getting his shout-out. Daniel, to Susu, any shout-out?